the blood shinobi here, and obviously when you clicked on it, you know what it is. And also from now on at the end, I'll be putting what it is, say thank you for watching such and such. Okay, now for the recap. Naruto was training with the Kobe, and then there was a change in the Konoha. You know, Fugaki was offered Hokage, but declined it because he didn't realize Naruto was the Kirby brat. So yeah, here's the intro and then the what if.
To ashes, when do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you.
And also, don't forget to get this to 15 likes for the next part, so let's get into it. It's been a year. Naruto is now about 9. Well, about 10. He'd been training with Dryer, and Omo, Karui, Yugito, and all that for the past year, along with Killer B and A. Naruto was enjoying his time with his friends and Dryer. Today was the day Dryer goes back to give his report to Horizon, who is still Hokage easily, but you know, everyone doesn't know why he hasn't dropped down yet. Well, A knows one thing. Horizon is a pestering and persistent bastard. He's gonna fight to his very last breath if it's what he needs to. But Jiraiya has said something that perked up Naruto's curiosity the other day. He is going back to go find the 5th Hokage, Tsunade Senju. If Fugaki didn't want to become the damn next Hokage, there's only one person that could. He can't take it because of his damn spy network. Other than that, he would have. But he also doesn't want to. He wants to be able to come visit Naruto whenever he can. And he knows that Tsunade will want Naruto back, so expect that. Which Naruto does. He expects that he will come back. He's spoken to A and Killer B. He will eventually come back, but that will be at a later date. Way later. In a couple of years. So Kumo and Konoha's damn peace treaty is going fine. Everyone accepts it. Everyone except Danzo and the council. Why? Because their Jinchuriki has left. But it's their fault. They're the one who wanted it. With the progress that Dry has been sending them, they've realized what a dumb mistake they've made. Because Naruto is stronger than any of them possibly might be. But they don't know yet. Hopefully he one day does return. That's what Horizon wants. But he doesn't know. Why? Because of the brat. Everyone had disrespected Naruto, and now look what it's gotten them. He doesn't want to come. He will come back eventually, but he doesn't like the council. And he is experimentally good with his 2 swords. He will make sure he beats anyone that it comes to his age. This is Dryer's last day. Naruto, Dryer, and A had spent a lot of time together. They had went out for a training session. Naruto is reluctantly good with the kunai and shuriken. He's learnt Haraishin, which is given to Dryer if he ever needs help or wants to catch up with Naruto easily. And they've been training. They went out for lunch and they talked about the past year and had fun. But now it is time for the sad moment that Naruto isn't prepared for. Bye, GG Dryer. Have fun, said Naruto. Dryer just hugged Naruto in the embrace like they normally would if Dryer went to go somewhere for a little while. I will take care, but make sure, Naruto, that you don't hurt yourself, said Jiraiya. What, do you expect me to hurt myself? Who do you think I am? Asked Naruto. I think you're an exotic brat that doesn't know his own health, know what's good for him. So if I was you, I would make sure that I'm alive by the time your Gigi Jiraiya comes to say hi, chuckled Naruto. Whatever, said Naruto. But then he realized something. He'd become accustomed to having Naruto Jiraiya around. He doesn't know how he'll cope without him now, but he knows one thing. He will make his Gigi proud. One of them at least. A is and B aren't Gigi's to him. They're actually like family. But then there is his other Gigi, Hiruzen. He still counts Hiruzen as a Gigi, but he doesn't know because he's reluctantly. He hasn't seen him in a while. But then there's Hiruzen. Not Hiruzen. Then there's Jiraiya. He's seen him for a while. And Jiraiya acknowledges Naruto, doesn't as the Kyobi brat, and that's why Naruto's sad to see him go. He wouldn't care about anyone else because they are stupid and mean to him. But he doesn't care. He actually will miss Jiraiya because Jiraiya is nice to him. After 5 minutes, Jiraiya was finally gone. Naruto had a tear or two because Jiraiya was his sensei, one of them at least, and Naruto was not happy. He had just lost the sensei of all things, and he knows that this is going to be tough for him. He knows he's not the most. No one can really put up with him when he's training because of how arrogant he can become. But then there is the real Naruto, the Naruto that everyone can trust. He is stronger than anyone else, and of course he is basically a god. Well, when he's been nice to you, he can be a god in the likes of being nice and all that. That is why Naruto liked Jiraiya. He can put up with his antics and annoyingness, which Naruto likes because he doesn't like people that thinks he's annoying. Yes, everyone calls him annoying, but still, he's not that bad when you get to know him. Naruto does trust that he can beat anyone if he's trained further. And Jiraiya over there is just an example of people he wants to beat. And then there's A and all that. He doesn't want to become a Raikage or Hokage. Why? Because he doesn't really care about that type of thing. He thinks it's just boring, and he knows that A has to go through paperwork. But someone has to do it, so he doesn't care. And if he has to do it, he will. But he doesn't really mind when it comes to it. And then there is the gods of all things. When I say gods, I mean Jinchuriki. Naruto calls all Jinchuriki gods, except definitely ones that are treated nicely in their own villages, or any in general that are nice, that even though overcome all the mean things their village does to them. That's what Naruto calls a god, or someone who has strong power that can harness a BG and has had a dog pass. Gods are not just people that everyone can have a fun time with. They're people that have a past to change the world. He wants to become a god in his own right. He wants people to see him as something of like an image of peace, not of disparity or hate. He wants to be known as a god of peace of all things. Why? Because he feels like that would be something that he would be accustomed to. Because there is no way in hell that he is weak. He doesn't want to be known as someone weak. He wants to be known as someone mighty, someone godly in his own type of way, someone that can bring peace. And peace is what he needs, what the world needs. Definitely to hold back Jinchuriki as well, because Jinchuriki are not people that you should be taken lightly. No, they have they've had worse lives than anyone else. Well, most of them at least. And then there's A and B. Their lives are perfect. Their father was a Rokage, and now look at them. They're so mighty. It's unbelievable how strong they are. Now we have a time skip. It is the Naruto. It is Naruto being elected as a Genin. Why? He's been put with? He's just by himself. He has no. His sensei. He has been trained by Killer Bee along with Yugito. And then there is Samui, Karui, and Omoi with their Jonin Killer Bee. And Naruto's Jonin is Darui. He's trying to teach Naruto the Black Lightning. Their first mission of all things is not something interesting. It is to go escort a group of escort some travelers from Kumo to the hidden set as a peace treaty, because it is the Raza, the Kazakage, and his 2 kids. Well, 3 kids. But then you got that crazy, annoying one named Gaara. Naruto had spent the last week with them while they were doing shady type things. But Killer Bee, A and Raza couldn't really come up with anything to form an alliance. So they're just going to do what they know best. Now you have Naruto and Yugito and Darui walk them through all the way to Suna. And then they have to come back. Why? Because A doesn't trust Raza much. He doesn't trust anyone else except Naruto and Darui. Well, he doesn't trust anyone in Suna to make sure there's safety. So he's going to do what he has to do. And that is be nice and kind. Naruto will accept what he has to do. And then there is, of course, what he's doing. As they are halfway through to Suna, Naruto was walking with Darui. He was in the back with Raza. Raza's kid named Gaara was in the middle and no one was near him. Yukito had Konkuro and Tamari near him. They were walking. They were being kind and they were not caring. Then there was Gaara. He was given this anonymous, youthful thing, this annoying thing. But then, as you wouldn't believe, he was a godly-like figure. Naruto could feel Kurama telling him something. Yes, Kurama? Asked Naruto as he continued on. Don't let the Shikaku brat get you. That brat is the Jinchuriki of him, as in him. You know who I mean, said Kurama. Naruto nodded. The only BG he would talk to about that is Shikaku, the one that takes control of his Jinchuriki like a madman. Yes, I could figure that from the feeling I was getting off of him. Do you think B and Yugito also got this feeling about him? And he got a feeling like that from us? Asked Naruto. Maybe, but at the same time, you never know, said Kurama. Naruto nodded. Of course we won't, and I don't want to know. I don't want him knowing I'm a Jinchuriki. I don't want to be fighting him anytime soon. So that would be nice if I don't have to fight him, said Naruto. Kurama just nodded. I wouldn't want to fight the brat too. Definitely a Jinchuriki of that brat, the raccoon. I mean, have you smelt his breath? Asked Naruto. I don't smell a raccoon's breath. I have a fox inside of me, said Naruto. Kurama was chuckling to this. They were both insulting the Jinchuriki of the raccoon. What's his name? And then Gaara turned to him. You think you can insult me, Kurama? Said Gaara. Naruto was shocked at this. Who's Kurama and why would he be insulting you? Chuckled Naruto. I know you're the Jinchuriki of Kurama. My mother has told me, said Gaara. Your mother? I thought your mother died, but oh well. I guess she isn't dead, said Naruto. My mother is inside of me. She loves me, said Gaara. Naruto's sweat was dropping. Inside he was chuckling to himself. You did say that Shikaku does take control of his Jinchuriki and makes him go insane. I guess that he's done it to this guy as well, chuckled Naruto. You think or you know? Asked Kuruma. Both, chuckled Naruto. That is what I thought, said Kuruma. Now please don't piss him off anymore. I don't want to have to deal with Shikaku getting out and then us having to fight him. Yes, being as much Jinchuriki there are here, we'd still beat him, but still at the same time. That wouldn't help for our alliance now, would it? Asked Kuruma. Naruto just nodded at this. It wouldn't help with the alliance, not yet at least. But doesn't mean he can't enjoy himself, not while he's beating up him. Whatever. Just don't be annoying, said Kuruma. Naruto nodded at this. He was going to keep his mouth shut if he could, because he didn't want to cause any mayhem. Not yet, at least. He know he can have the time and day whenever he wants to piss people off, but right now was probably not the time, and he was going to accept that. Man, oh man, Kuruma, you are a brat, thought Shikaku. Mother, can I kill him? Asked Gaara. Yes, you can, said Shikaku. In Naruto's Mindscape, Kuruma had taught him a way to keep a hold and connect every Jinchuriki through the Mindscape. Naruto was talking, him and Kuruma were listening into Gaara and Shikaku's conversation. It was funny, really. They were being dumb brats, but yet again, it is Shikaku, said Kuruma. Naruto just nodded at this. He'd heard about Kuruma and Shikaku's past. The raccoon is said to be the weakest, but at the same time, Kuruma is said to be the strongest. But it's all about the Jinchuriki, really, thought Naruto. And then there was him. Naruto was just chuckling to himself. Killer Bee could mop the floor with all of the Jinchuriki here aside from himself, if they even with their Biju power, because he's got full control over he's the one. The 8 towers is all that Naruto said to himself. Don't cut yourself short, brat. You're the first one that's having this much power as me. And yet again, that was I like you. So you may as well just put yourself in the top 10 people of being the strongest Jinchuriki. Because by the time you're old, his age, there's no one that will be able to harness you and beat you, said Kuruma. Naruto nodded at this. Kuruma had always said that he would give him full control, but he has to earn it like any other Jinchuriki would have to from their Biju. But then there is Naruto. Him and Kuruma's, after he came to Kumo, he accepted Naruto in a way that he wasn't accepted in Konoha. He is accepted more by Kuruma and then anyone in Konoha, the Hidden Leaf. He's meant to be home village, which he has said to when the tuning exams come up, he will come and help and join the tuning exams just because, and then eventually he will leave. After the tuning exams, he will become a genin or whatever he has to join Konoha, under the influence of being trained by Jiraiya the Sannin, and also then Killer Bee, and other joining. It's been said to be tuning strength in Kumo, but yet again, Naruto is a master swordsman, so don't cut him out. Don't cut him slack yet. He doesn't like to be hated on. Yet again, Naruto could probably mop the floor with any Konoha genin. He's been told by Jiraiya 3 notes that they're all weakish in a way, except from the Sasuke Uchiha. The teams, then he remembered the teams that Jiraiya told him. They were a bit impressive, if he does say so himself. But yet again, no one could best Naruto here, and that was a given. said Jiraiya knew what Naruto had gone through, had known his strength, and respectively, Naruto could mop the floor with anyone in Konoha, any Genin at least. Jonin, yeah, that's a bit far-fetched, but still, Naruto wasn't a hand-me-down. Maybe a couple of Chunin, he could mop the floor with Chunin, but Jonin, he may not be that power yet when it comes to anything except using Kuruma. Naruto knew this respectively. He knew what it takes to be a Jinchuriki, and he also knows that he can't just rely on Kuruma 24/7, but he can rely on his own skills, his own talent. Over in Konoha, Fugaku is standing in front of Team 7, which is led by Itachi. Who's leading the team? Well, everyone's favourite, Itachi Uchiha. Who's on his team? The Mistress Sai. The unknown Mistress Sai, chosen by Danzo. Something about him being Danzo accepting him just gave Fugaku some intentions that he isn't the best person he'd want on a team with his son, and that's why he's got Itachi on the team, just so that he can keep an eye on him. He's been told by Hiruzen once he became Hokage, not that long ago, that he needs to watch Danzo and anyone that could possibly be brute. Why? Because they're meant to take Onbu. They take the missions that we normal ninja don't, which shocked Fugaku once he saw how old Sai was, and then Hiruzen said something that shocked him even more. Definitely Root, said Hiruzen. This shocked Danzo. He didn't expect Root to be so young, but then yet again, he doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't really care about these Root, but this one here with Sasuke, he will care about. Sasuke is his youngest, and he has taken in lightly after they lose in their Jinchuriki, Naruto, that you can't always expect that you'll be with someone forever. You can't expect the best of things. But then yet again, there was the problem that everyone was scared about. How powerful is Naruto? He has been told by Jiraiya that Naruto is strong, but this Sai guy is anonymous. He has no record, no nothing. He just completed the Genin test just as quickly as he arrived. It was like he wasn't even there. And then with the third member of the team, the top kunoichi, Sakura Haruno, she isn't the best at anything. She's just, a stupid damn kunoichi. She's a fangirl over Sasuke. She's literally one of the only fangirls. And then there was Ino. And the two boys that had fangirls was Kiba, because Tsume made sure that he was a good boy. He was cool with all the girls, and also he wasn't dumb. He was probably stronger than any other Genin except Sasuke and Taijutsu. And then there comes along with damn Naruto. He's still always ringing in Fugaku's head. The Chunin exams isn't held in Konoha this year because of how many people are participating. Every country is participating, even Iowa. So this Naruto, he knows that it will be held in the land of Iron, where everyone can be trusted there. But then yet again, he doesn't know how trustworthy Iowa is. And then there's Kumo. The only alliance is with them because of Naruto. But yet again, you have to try and figure them out. Then Itachi walked in. Father, we're ready for the D ranks, said Itachi. Itachi, remember what I said. You have to call me Hokage first.
But whatever. Itachi, I want you to... He gave him a bunch of D ranks. I know you normally go to the mission center, but I just had to check on how the teamwork went. Because you didn't say with their tests you sent them through for the past week and a half. Because instead of just taking D ranks, you got them working on teamwork. How are they going? Asked Fugaku. Father, they're going good, Lord Hokage. But then yet again, what else can you expect? They're all-powerful ninjas, and any fangirl that was in Sakura is now gone. So, I think it's time to say goodbye for this ep. And like I said, this is What If Naruto Was Taken In by Killer Bee, Part 4. Now, 20 likes for the next part, but peace for now.